Hey, good morning. Welcome. Hopefully, you guys enjoyed your day off yesterday. um, you'll notice with the calendar that just had shown, we are going to be only doing streams on Monday, Wednesday, Friday. I'm kind of toning it back a little bit just so I know you guys, your other teachers are ramping up. They're a little slower to the game. And so you've got other stuff for other classes that you're going to need to be doing, and just to make it more manageable for you and your parents so you understand what the general format is. Yeah, sorry, Cooper. So we're going to be streaming Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 8:30 to 9:30, and then there's going to be a homework assignment due every Thursday night. So kind of that's what we're going to build towards. That's what we're going to work towards, is just having that kind of format for the month of April. Now, we don't have class in 2 weeks because of spring break. So spring break is still going to be a break. You're going to get that full week off, Cooper, so you can sleep then. You'll get all 7 days off that week. But otherwise, it's going to be that kind of. We're going to go with that going forward. I am kind of trying to up the quality of my stream a little bit. You'll notice I've got some cleaner lines today and a new intro slide. I'm working on getting sub badges and emotes for those of you that care. I've got an artist former Brighton student, that's going to get me some stuff for that. She's going to design the emotes and badges. Yeah, I know, Sadie. I think they're just trying to keep the normal calendar as normal as it can be. Yeah, yeah. I mean, you can sleep and stuff. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, no, it'll be a nice break. It'll be a nice break. It'll be a nice reset. Yeah, you can visit someone, right? Go visit friends as long as you gather in less than 10 people. Ella, you got blue hair? You should post a picture of it in the Discord. You can do it in the Honors Questions channel. This is a school called Brighton High School, forgettable. Out of Utah, Salt Lake City, Utah. Cool. Well, hopefully you can learn something. Hopefully I can teach you something. Wait, why did you do your sideburns too, Ellie? Oh, did you get a nice ad coming in, Valen? Senior. Well, then this is like the general intro level chemistry, so you probably already know this stuff depending on what chemistry classes you've taken. I do an AP chemistry stream in an hour and a half or so that might be. Oh yeah, there you go. So I do my AP classes at 10:30 a.m. So 9:30 Pacific. Yeah, this is first year chem. Hey Ainsley, how's it going? Hey, my wife does hair, Cooper. I'm pretty sure you know that, which is why you said that. I'm doing well. Yeah, we're starting your AP review today in my AP class as well. Forgettable. We're talking about everybody that does hair now. Oh goodness. No, she wouldn't. She's very good. She would definitely make sure that she did the haircut that someone was asking for. She doesn't do a ton of hair anymore because she mostly is a stay-at-home mom. But we're all stay-at-home moms now. Nah, we had snow yesterday, forgettable. Literally snowed yesterday. Is there snow? There's not snow right now. Oh, there's still some snow on the ground. Okay, let's get started with class. So yeah, all don't forget that you have the chapter 13 and 15 test on Canvas. Most of you have done that already. Well, I don't know about most of you, but a lot of you have done it already. Make sure I am going to curve it. A lot of you have not gotten great scores, and you're kind of freaking out about it. Don't worry about it. I am going to curve it. Don't stress. So yeah, make sure that you get that done and in before Sunday at midnight. So make sure you get that done. So chapter 13 to 15 test, get that done before Sunday. Otherwise, I'll get the assignment based off, we're going to be starting like new stuff today. The assignment based off of that is going to be... Oh, it didn't work. Oh, I need to change the bot controls to do that. Sorry, Valen. Just DM me the link in Discord and I'll post it. Yeah, the test is open note. I am curving it. Avi, struggle. Yeah, just DM me the link in Discord and I'll post it. Yeah, you can use your book in your notes, Ainsley. Yeah, that's true, Kate. I know that you guys aren't cheating, which is nice. Which is why I'm more willing to curve it more. So yeah, no, I'm definitely more willing to curve it. So don't stress about that. The test is open notes, and yeah. So like I said, if you didn't do great, trust me, I'm gonna curve it. So don't worry about that. Yeah. Don't stress. Just try to keep up with the assignments, and your grades will work themselves out. So, okay, let's get into the notes. So we're gonna go back and emphasize. Yeah, we'll still do extra credit and stuff like that, Hunter. Don't worry, because I'm still setting an A at a 95, 95 and a half. So because of that, I'm still gonna do extra credit on things. Okay. So we're going to be starting, we're really just going to we're going to make a big emphasis on chapter 10. I'm sorry, Cooper. All right. So chapter 10, Roman number 1. We're going to do, we're going to call it word equations. We'll call it, we'll say balancing word equations. I think, Caden, I think I've got most of them open. I kind of pushed a lot of the due dates back to Sunday just because a lot of people have been having issues. If there is something that's not accessed, let me know. Just ask me this afternoon in the Discord. We can work through it then. All right, so Roman number 1, balancing word equations. So if you remember on Wednesday, we kind of did a quick review of how to name compounds and write the formulas for compounds. And so today we're going to use that a little bit, and we're going to talk about, how do we write word equations. So for the word equations, what we're going to do, let me pull my reference up. Okay, so it'll be things like, so let's just do letter A. We'll call it just words. So number 1. So we're going to do a bunch of examples. So let's imagine that we take, actually first I need to talk about diatomic elements. Okay, so the diatomic elements are elements that in nature they bond to each other, right? So instead of being individual elements, like a majority of the elements, when you say you have iron, you just have Fe. But when you say you have something like oxygen, you actually have O2. Okay, yeah, O2H2. And so there are 7 of them. There's a couple ways to remember them. The one I like is honey ficklebar. Honey fickle bar. So it's hydrogen, oxygen, nitrogen, iodine, fluorine, chlorine, bromine. So H2, O2, N2, I2, F2, Cl2, Br2. So if you ever have hydrogen, oxygen, nitrogen, iodine, fluorine, chlorine, or bromine, you can assume they're going to be 2s. Now, that's only when they're totally by themselves. In a compound, you could have 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5. It doesn't matter. But if you have oxygen gas, oxygen, it's going to be O2. If you have fluorine, it's going to be F2. Okay, so these 7 elements are what are called the diatomic elements. If you look at a periodic table, the diatomic elements are hydrogen, and then the other ones kind of are in this section, right? Your nitrogen, oxygen, fluorine, chlorine, bromine, iodine. Okay. Yeah, I should have named my child Honey Ficklebar. Definitely. Great name. Great name. Okay, so now that we've got the diatomic elements, let's do an example. Okay, so let's imagine that we take sodium plus oxygen to make sodium oxide. Okay. Okay, wait, so compounds, those elements had to be sourced from these elements at some point. Why not get element state of denominator of 2? Because sometimes, Cooper, it's like a 1-to-3 ratio. I mean, I guess you could say 1-to-3 is the same as 2-to-6. But they always just had decided to go with the smallest whole number ratio. That's kind of when they were doing multiple proportions. That's kind of where they decided to go from. Okay, so sodium and oxygen make sodium oxide. So what we're going to do, if this is the problem, right, then you're going to write down the symbols for those. Yeah, no, I get what you're saying, Cooper, but I think it also goes back to the actual structure of the atoms. Good morning, Tiara. Thanks for joining. You're a little late. Okay. Yeah, no, I get what you're saying, Cooper, but it's just because of the way that molecules and compounds form. Because sometimes in molecules and compounds, you actually do have individual elements. Actually, in this case, you have individual elements. So what we would do if you were actually solving this problem, right, you would write down the formulas for each. So sodium would, of course, be Na. Okay. Oxygen, because it's one of our diatomic elements, yeah, it definitely is forgettable. Would be O2. But again, we're just starting a new unit, and so we always start really simple when you start a new unit. We're gonna do total net ionic equations here in a second. Well, actually not today. That'll be Monday. So sodium plus oxygen, right? Oxygen's O2, makes sodium oxide. Now, what's the formula for sodium oxide? How would we figure out the formula for sodium oxide? What kind of compound is sodium oxide? Oh no, Hunter, maybe reload the page. It is ionic. Good, it's ionic. Okay, so when we write the formula of an ionic compound, what do we have to worry about? Balancing what, Izzy? Charges! Hey, you guys filled in each other's sentences. Okay, so what's the charge of sodium? +1, right? It's in the first column. It's an alkali metal, so it forms a +1. When oxygen reacts in an ionic fashion, what does oxygen's charge? Or what is oxygen's charge? Minus 2. Ooh, yeah, minus 2, right? So if we have, math is math. So if we have a plus 1 and a minus 2, so if this is plus 1 and this is minus 2, what's the formula? Na2O, right? So our formula is Na2O. Okay, so if our formula is Na2O, okay, and now that we have the equation written, we have all the formulas right. So because of its position in the periodic table, right? Remember, these are zeros, these are negative ones, and these are negative twos. Oxygen's in this negative 2 column. All right, so since oxygen forms a negative 2 and sodium forms a positive 1, the formula is Na2O. So now we have to balance the equation. Okay. Yeah, Ainsley, really good point. It's not O2 anymore. Thanks, Play for Keep. Let's keep it PG. So the reason why it's not O2 is because it's now in a compound. The diatomic elements are only diatomic when they're by themselves, like this oxygen is here. When it's in a compound, it can be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. Yeah, Enya. So Enya asked a question. She said, why don't these other elements in this negative 2 column bond to themselves? They do, but we don't really worry about it. And they don't form the diatomics. They form some other weird, complicated stuff that we're not going to worry about. Okay. Okay, I think I answered all the questions. All right, so Cooper is presenting this 4, 1, 2 for the coefficients. So because we have a single O here and 2 O's there, we do need to start with a 2 here to make those O's balance. And then now we have 4 sodiums, and so we need a 4 in front of the sodiums. And so when we have the equation balanced, it's 4 sodiums, there's an understood 1 here, 1 oxygen, and then 2 of the sodium oxides. On Canvas, when you're entering these problems, you're going to have to specify that this is a 1, but when you're writing it out, we're just going to leave it blank. Okay, let's do another one. Let's get a little more complicated. So let's do potassium chlorate plus, oops, not plus, breaks down into potassium chloride and oxygen. I didn't do enough room. All right, focus the camera a little bit. Okay, so potassium chlorate breaks down into potassium chloride and oxygen. Yeah, Ellie, we're gonna get a lot of practice balancing, so this is gonna be a good time to relearn. Yeah, the AP exam being all free responses is crazy. So all AP exams are shifting to only free response. I don't love that because multiple choice is easier. So yeah, this is going to be tricky. Anyway, sorry, it's tangent about AP. Okay, so potassium chlorate breaks down into potassium chloride and oxygen. No, the AP tests are going to be all short answer. They're all free response. Yeah, all of your AP tests are shifting to a free response only format. Yeah. It's because it's harder to cheat on free response is what their idea, because you're doing them from home. Did you guys not know this yet? Have your AP teachers not told you? Come on. All right. Let's focus back on this problem. I don't actually know. It's supposed to be 45 minutes worth. So, there you go. Cooper's got it. Cooper's paying attention. Cooper's working hard. Okay. All right. So potassium chlorate. Let's go into that. Potassium, of course, is K. Chlorate is the polyatomic ion chlorate, right? So chlorate is ClO3. So this we just have to have memorized. Potassium's a +1, chlorate's a -1, and so the formula for potassium chlorate's just KClO3. Okay, so potassium chlorate breaks down into potassium chloride. Notice when we have chloride, it's just the element Cl. So potassium's a +1, chloride is a -1, so we get KCl. And then when we do oxygen, we have to remember oxygen's diatomic when it's by itself, and so it needs to be O2. So when we get these problems, right, they'll have the problems written out, and then what we're going to do is we're going to write the formula for each, and be very careful when you write the formulas, because if you get the formulas wrong, you cannot and will not be able to balance, right? So potassium chlorate, potassium chloride, oxygen. So now if we look at this, I see, okay, 1 potassium, 1 chlorine, but then our oxygens are annoying. 3 oxygens here, 2 oxygens there. No, there's not going to be an assignment sheet, Trinity. We're just going to use the calendar. Here, let me... So it's just that calendar, right? Well, let's see. Well, okay, hold on. Are we going to have assignments for this chapter? Wouldn't it be ClO2? No, that would be chlorite would be ClO2. Chlorate is ClO3. Oxygen by itself, it's going to be O2. Yes. Why is it not O3? Because it's not ozone, it's oxygen. It's diatomic, it's O2. Yeah, O3 would be ozone. Okay, I think I answered all those questions that popped up. Yeah, it is. He knows. He's just making fun of her. All right, so potassium chlorate, KClO2. Okay, so how do we balance it? How do we get... I sent that calendar in an email to all of you, and I also posted it on Discord yesterday. Yeah, I sent it. It's in a Skyward message too. So it's in a Skyward message. It's an email to you and your parents, and it's on the Discord. I'm gonna post it on Canvas today. I haven't put it on Canvas yet. It's going up on Canvas today. I think there is a chlorazone. No, I don't know what Cl3 is. You just have to Google it. Cl3. Nope, don't think so. I don't think Cl3 exists, Cooper. All right, so KClO3, KClO2. How do we balance this 3-2 business? I know you did, Cooper. I'm letting everybody else catch up. Yeah, we do 3 and 2. We could use a fraction, or we could just say, oh, well, if we have 3 O2s, that makes 6 oxygens. And if we have 2 of the KClO3s, that also makes 6 oxygens. Remember, coefficients multiply. So we have 6 oxygens here, and we have 6 oxygens there. But by doing that, we messed up the potassium and the chlorine. So now we have 2 potassiums, 2 potassiums, 2 chlorines, 2 chlorines. Okay? Okay, so 2 KClO3 makes 2 KCl and 3 O2. Okay, good. Let's do some more. We're just going to keep doing more practice. Yep, you got it, Matthew. Let's see, that was number 2. No, that was number 3. So let's do number 4. Okay, we're going to pull in lead, Roman numeral 4, oxide, breaks down to form lead 2 oxide, and oxygen. Sorry, I'm using oxygen a lot, but I like oxygen. It's good. It's important. All right, so here's our equation. So it is the same thing we did before, but we've never like written formulas and then balanced it. So we're taking the words and writing the formulas and then balancing them. So this is kind of the new. Zach, I am getting sub-emotes. I'm getting sub-emotes and badges. I've got an artist that's working on them for me. Hopefully I'll have them by next week. Yeah, so Jonathan, this is building off of stuff we know how to do, but we've never done it in this fashion before. Okay, so I want you guys to see if you can do this one on your own. Maybe take a minute or two, see if you can write down these formulas, and then we'll work through it. So if you don't have paper and pencil, or type it up on your screen somewhere, see if you can figure out what these are, and then we're going to work through them. So I'm going to give you a minute or two, see if you can do it. So the key bit as they're working through this problem, honors chemistry this is a high school chemistry class. It's grade 10, and so this is like an intro level class, but it's a little more advanced than most of the other students. So it's like advanced intro. It's not like college level or IB level or anything like that. It's kind of year one ish. Hey, Matthew's got it. I know you already had it, Cooper, but technically you included those Roman numerals in the formulas, which you shouldn't have. So Ellie, you can go to ptable.com. So feel free to use ptable.com. It's a great periodic table reference if you don't have a physical one. Not in this class. We don't do mechanisms. We talk about them a little bit in my advanced placement class. So again, O2 by itself doesn't have a charge. Yeah, I know. So when we write it out, right, so lead 4 oxide, right, that's going to be PbO2, right? Because the lead is a positive 4, the oxygen is a negative 2, and so we need 2 of the oxygens to balance out the lead. So 2 oxygens, right, because it's negative 2. So we need 2 of the oxygens to balance out the lead. Right? We do lead 2 oxide over here because the lead's a positive 2 and the oxygen's a negative 2. It's just PbO, right? Positive 2, negative 2. And then again, oxygen, when we have oxygen by itself, it's our diatomic, and so it's O2. Yeah, but you got to remember, these random people are looking for chemistry streams on Twitch in their free time. So... Okay, so PbO2 makes PbO plus O2. Right, so the lead 4 oxide, positive 4, negative 2. Lead 2 oxide, positive 2, negative 2. Oxygen by itself, diatomic, O2. Neutral. All right, so now, if we look at this, we've got the same problem we've had before, where we have 2 oxygens on the left, and we have 1, 2, 3 oxygens on the right. And you don't worry about it. Okay, so what we want to do is we want to get more oxygens on the left-hand side of the equation. And so the easiest way to do that is just to start with the 2 here. If we start with the 2 there, that makes 2 leads and 4 oxygens. And so to fix the leads, we put a 2 there. So now we have 2 leads, 4 oxygens. 2 plus 2 makes 4 oxygens. Okay, and so this would be our answer. We did balance the charges right here. That's why it's PbO2 and PbO. Because lead in this, remember, so lead being a transition metal can have different charges. And so in this first lead oxide compound, the lead forms a charge of +4. And in the second lead oxide compound, lead forms a charge of +2. That's what the Roman numerals are indicating. The Roman numerals are telling us that this one's +4 and this one's +2. It's dispersion forces that are dissolving them, the cuvette. Dispersion forces. Okay. Cool. Yeah, sorry, Anya. Let's do another one. Yay, more practice. Let's do ammonium nitrate. Decomposing to form. Remember the metals in the middle of the periodic table, yeah, it's their D level. It's because they can lose like different number of electrons. Unlike our alkali and alkaline earth that only do +1 and +2, in the D shell in the middle, they can form. They have various stabilities that come from losing different numbers of electrons. That's not actually right, the cuvette, but okay, bud. So ammonium nitrate breaks down to form nitrogen and water. All right, let's see if you guys can do this one. Who is what? To be honest, no. Trinity, you can try it. At least see how far you get. How do I say this without being super derogatory? Just because people know big words doesn't mean they actually understand it, Zach. So Trinity, you would start with figuring out what's ammonium. And then, what's nitrate? Yeah, Hunter, that would be ammonium nitrate, NH4NO3. So ammonium is NH4, right? It has a +1 charge. Nitrate, NO3, and it has a -1 charge. So because ammonium's a +1 and nitrate's a -1, my formula for ammonium nitrate is NH4NO3. So ammonium is NH4+. It's our only positive polyatomic ion that we've got in our class. Ah, good, Hunter, good catch. Nitrogen is one of our diatomics. It's one of our honeyfickle bars. And so it does need to be N2 when it's by itself in this fashion. Not quite. Nitrate is NO3, Enya. Nitrate's NO3. Oh, gosh dang it. This equation's not gonna balance. I'm so dumb. I'm so sorry, guys. It's really complicated to balance. What I meant to do is I meant to do ammonium nitrite, not nitrate. Okay. What's the difference between nitrate and nitrite? Yeah, it's one less oxygen. So instead of NO3, it's actually NO2, which makes the balancing a whole lot easier. Right? So nitrite is the same charge, it's still -1, but instead of NO3, it's NO2. So ammonium nitrite, right, NH4NO2, the balancing on this is just easy peasy 2. Because we have 4 hydrogens, 2 oxygens, 2 oxygens. Yeah, sorry, that's totally on me. Less oxygen atoms. And you don't get caught up on polyatomic ions. On diatomic ions. The only time you have to worry about diatomic elements is when you have an element by itself. That's the only time it matters. That's the only time we care. That's the only time we have to worry about it. Zach, that's an unfair question because Weaver knows a lot of things I don't know, and I know a lot of things Weaver doesn't know. So you can't evaluate intelligence with that. It doesn't work when you become an adult. Isn't it that normal metals with neutral charge can't dissolve because they share electrons in the field, making them neutral? But metals do dissolve in each other if you have liquid metals. A liquid metal will mix with another liquid metal to make an alloy. Yeah, Cooper. Okay. Metals don't have dispersion forces. Metals have metallic bonds. You can do with fractions, but you can't leave fractions, Lauren. You have to finish the equation. Do a spelling bee. Yeah, sure, Jonathan. We could do a spelling bee. Yes, Mr. Weaver? Oh. Thanks, Mr. Weaver. I appreciate it. Okay. All right. Let's do... Should we do some more? Okay, so Cooper feels confident. So what this is leading into is the assignment on Canvas is basically 20 of these that go from varying complexity. Yeah, well, we'll do one more. Yeah, ew. Let's go a little more complex. Let's do something like... Let's do a fun one. Let's do a slightly more complex one. Let's do something like we'll do... Let's throw an acid in the mix. So let's take calcium bicarbonate plus hydrochloric acid makes calcium chloride, water, and I don't have enough room. Carbon dioxide. Yeah, they're gonna be multiple choice. TR, I'm gonna work on getting that all uploaded this weekend. You guys focus on the test this weekend, and then we'll do something. I'll show you all that stuff on Monday, how it's gonna work on Monday. Okay, so calcium bicarbonate plus hydrochloric acid makes calcium chloride, water, and carbon dioxide. So before you dive into this, what does bi mean? Nope, not in this case. Doesn't mean two. Hey, Olivia's got it. It means hydrogen. Don't forget, this means we have a hydrogen mutation when we have bicarbonate. Tiara. Yeah, Lauren, I'm gonna change all that. Don't worry. Don't worry about it. I'm gonna fix all that. I'm gonna try to make this next month as painless as possible. Thanks, Mr. Whipper. Okay, so calcium is in the alkaline earth column, so it forms a positive 2. Carbonate is normally a negative 2, but when you tack on a hydrogen to the front of it, it forms a negative 1. That's why my formula for calcium bicarbonate is CaHCO3 2. I don't understand your question, Zach. Okay. Now remember, hydroic acid is just the element, HCl, hydrochloric acid. All right, Cooper thinks he got it. Let's see. So hydrochloric acid, HCl, produces calcium chloride, CaCl2. Calcium's a positive 2. Chlorine's a negative 1. Careful, Cooper. Everything has 2's there. And you got your calcium chloride a little off. It should be CaCl2. All right, so these are all the formulas. Calcium bicarbonate, hydrochloric acid, hydroic means just the element. Calcium chloride, calcium's a plus 2, chlorine's a negative 1, so CaCl2. Water and CO2. Yes, you have. Adgafilipse. I don't know how to say your name. We're almost done with our lesson for today. Trinity. So rude. All right, so let's see if we can get it to balance. So one calcium, so that's all good. We have 1 chlorine here and 2 chlorines there. So I'm going to start with a 2. I don't know if that's what it's going to be in the end, but that's what I'm going to start with. So then if we look, we have 2 hydrogens from here, and we have 2 hydrogens from there. So 2 hydrogens from here, 2 hydrogens from there, and so to balance it out, we need 2 in front of the waters. Um, okay, so now we've got 4 hydrogens on the left, 4 hydrogens on the right. We've got 2 carbons, and so we're going to need a 2 in front of the CO2. Okay, now we've got 6 oxygens. Oh, this is cool. Look, we have 2 plus 4. We have 6 oxygens. And so I think our equations are balanced. Let's double check. 1 calcium, 2 hydrogens, oh, plus another 2, so 4 hydrogens, 2 carbons, 6 oxygens, 2 plus 4 makes 6 oxygens, we already did the hydrogens, 2 chlorines, 2 chlorines. Yeah, we're balanced. So our coefficients are 1, 2, 1, 2, 2. Good job, Enya. Yeah, so if you've got this, good. I'm gonna, like I said, I'm gonna post this assignment. So again, calcium Ca with a positive 2. Bicarbonate means carbonate with a hydrogen on the front of it. Carbonate is CO3 2 minus. And so when we add the bi, that means we add a hydrogen to the front. The hydrogen changes the charge from being a negative 2 to being a negative 1. Sorry, Lauren, if that was a little fast. So, that's because in the end, if calcium's a +2 and bicarbonate's a -1, in order to balance those two to make them add up to 0, we need 2 of the bicarbonates, the whole bicarbonates all together, for every 1 calcium. Good, I'm glad. Okay, so like I said, I'll get this posted. For most of you, just worry about doing the test right now. If you've got the test done and you've got all the past assignments done, then take a nice break over the weekend. We'll hit it hard on Monday. Okay. So this is just kind of a nice little primer for what the assignment we're gonna have due on Thursday. Otherwise, I think this is pretty much it. I'm pretty much done. Do you guys have any more questions? Yeah, Ellie, you can go back to sleep. The test is due Sunday night at 11:59. A lot of people are saying the test is difficult. Now, don't talk about the test, right? That would be cheating. But make sure that you've got. I am going to curve the test, so if you don't get a score that is good, know that I am going to curve it. So don't stress. Bye, Zach. Thanks, Seth. The orbs are just you can redeem them to get a highlighted message, or you can eventually use emotes without being a sub. They're just kind of like a tracker for if you've watching the channel. Yeah, basically, Lauren. Yeah, they're lame. Bye, Cooper. You're good. Yeah, go sleep. Take a nap. Hey, Vinex, thanks for the follow. Jonathan, thanks for the follow. I do lectures all the time. It just kind of depends on. They're just for my classes right now. Everyone's because of coronavirus. We're all kind of stuck at home, and so that's why we're doing all these lectures from home. Oh, Johnny with the follow. Let's go. I do teach a college class. I teach Intro to General Chemistry at BYU, Brigham Young University. Those classes are on Tuesday and Thursday nights. Yep. Oh, send me app ideas. Send me app ideas. There's some. I mean, if it depends on like how general you want to go. Like Khan Academy's got a lot of really good resources that like start from the beginning and work their way up. I think there's a follow button somewhere, Ciara. It's in the top right, top left. Yeah, I do the University of Utah stuff, but they're just kind of like a concurrent class, and like a summer program thing for them. So. Hey, Luke followed, Naya followed, LolXD followed, Hunter followed, Icy Snow followed, Matthew Curtis followed, Emily Claw followed. Oh my gosh, guys! I'm gonna do Valen for emotes. I think I'm gonna do one like 200 IQ big brain one. Hey, Kai with a sub. I'm gonna get sub badges and stuff like that. Sadie, I don't know how much I'm gonna curve the test. It really depends on how people did. Um, So Josh with a follow. Thanks, man. So Lauren, a lot of people stream on Twitch to get money, and so you actually get paid back some money from what you're doing. Um, Meredith, I haven't looked at the scores at all. I have no idea. I would probably maybe make it so like a 90% is 100 or somewhere around there. Um, yeah, it's like $3, Jonathan. I don't have near enough of a following to actually make any real money. Thanks, Jonathan. If you really want to give me money, you gotta link your Twitch account to your Amazon Prime account and give me that free Amazon Prime sub. Kate, we'll see how everyone gives. We'll see how everyone does. Valen, are you affiliated? Bye, guys. I'm ending the stream here soon. Yeah, so you can't even get subs. Yeah, we have 51 viewers right now, Mr. Weaver. Okay, bye, Johnny. Have a good day. Yeah, I think I can go back and look at the previous streams and see. Yep, 9:20 a.m. Total views is just the total number of people that have watched in or tuned in. You're not supposed to memorize hydrochloric acid. You're supposed to know how to write the formula hydroic means from "ide." Yeah, it's a lot of views. Acid just tells you that it's got the hydrogen in front. That's how you know to use this format. Yeah. On Lauren, on Canvas, I have a reference for naming compounds that goes through all the formatting for all the naming compound stuff. So if you look on Canvas under the modules, download that and kind of read through that if you haven't already. Bye, Vinix. I don't know who that is. Yeah, it's all the streams. It adds up all the things. Bye, Naya. See you guys. Have a good day. I'm gonna end the stream here in about 30 seconds. See you on Monday, right? So Monday will be next time we stream. Monday. Make sure to take the test over the weekend if you haven't done it yet. All right. See you guys later.